behalf of East Lothian Welcomes Refugees. My name is Deborah, and I'd like to start by saying a few thank yous. Thank you to you for coming along tonight. It's a great response and very encouraging, and really for joining in the discussion, and we might have time for some more of that in a minute, not sure. Thank you to our speakers this evening. The sharing of information and the ability to have questions answered is so important in a crisis, and this humanitarian crisis is on a global scale and continues to escalate every day, especially as we get closer to those winter months. And we want to send out a strong message that we want to welcome refugees here as soon as possible. If we can do it sooner than January, that would be absolutely great, because the weather is not improving and the conditions for the refugees is just horrendous. So I'm going to thank the Corn Exchange for giving us the venue for free tonight, and thank you to all our supporters who come from all across the county, from all political parties and none. As you will have noticed, the speakers have been filmed tonight, and we'll put that onto our Facebook page later on. So just briefly about East Lothian Welcomes Refugees. The movement itself started life no more than a few weeks ago. It was started by a few local, very concerned residents who sent a letter to East Lothian councillors, and the idea was to offer a non-partisan community message of encouragement in support of the council's pledge to resettle refugees here in East Lothian. So in these few short weeks, we've been meeting regularly in Haddington, and people have continued to join us, and more as weeks have gone by, whether it's at the meetings or through our Facebook group or following us on Twitter. The ideas have flowed and connections have been made between groups who are already active in East Lothian. We have East Lothian React East Lothian Aid for Refugees, Dunbar Helps Syrians, and a group called One. Last Saturday, we toured our banner around the county. You may have seen the coverage in the East Lothian News and East Lothian Courier. And the idea was to stand in solidarity with other concerned residents and spread our message of welcome and friendship, but also, just as importantly, to begin to engage with those who do have concerns in the community. What I'd like to do is read out a few of the words that were said to us by people who came to stand and show their support. So this first one is from Claire Jones from Gullen, and she came along on Saturday with her husband and children and said, "We wanted to come along to show we can welcome refugees into our community. I think a rich, safe country like the UK can and must provide a safe haven for people who are fleeing horrible war and persecution. We wanted to show our local and national governments and our friends that we are ready to help, and that East Lothian will be a friendly place for refugees to come." We went round 7 or 8 times on our tour, and in East Linton we met Heather Bishop and her family, and she said she was here because every child deserves to be safe. "I'm no different from anyone else on this planet, and my chances of good luck or bad luck are so swung in my favour because of where I happen to be born. But that can change in a heartbeat, and basic humanity is really the only thing that keeps us all going. There will be times in the future when I'll need help, so it's only fair that I should offer what I can now while I can." We met another lady in Musselburgh, Heather Hackett, and she told us that she taught at Musselburgh Borough for many years, and she really wants to help the refugees when they arrive. She said, "I'm willing to help with the parents and the children with their English and communication skills. I'd like to do that using games and singing. My daughter lives in Longniddry and she's a teacher too, and she said she'd be willing to teach alongside me." And finally, I'll finish off with a quote from Jim Fraser, who we met in Pencaitland. He said, "We're here with a bunch of people, our friends, our family from Pencaitland, and lots of new people that I haven't seen before, who all want to come out and tell us why refugees are welcome in East Lothian and Pencaitland in particular. Not only welcome in Pencaitland, but welcome in our house. We've probably got a room we could make available. I think going that little bit further and realising there's an awful lot more we can do. It's great that the council are bringing in refugees, but we're only talking about 7 families. It's a great start, and every little helps, but we could do a lot more than that. I think we could probably lead the country in doing things like this. Even little places can lead, because if you have the right heart and the right mind together, you can make tremendous things happen. Going forward, our intention, or the intention for East Lothian Welcomes Refugees, is to be a motto to unite under, and a forum to connect people together, connect groups together. I've already said there are great initiatives happening in East Lothian, and within established charities such as the Red Cross, and we've heard from Hackett from Refugee Survival Trust. And we would like to promote, rather than replicate that work. People across East Lothian have a wide range of skills, ideas, and are keen to help. We see our primary role as connecting people together, and our intention is to support the council in their coordinating role and create a database of volunteers that can be accessed by groups in the council to help them find people with suitable skills and match the two. So this will allow us to connect like-minded people together who wish to develop particular projects, whether it's befriending services or English language teaching, awareness campaigns in schools. And I think just having that united, strong message together as a community message that we can use to encourage our government to push for more refugees to join us is really something that we can hopefully all do together.